Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to be painting a whole bunch of motorcycle parts. We've got some forks, some handlebars, some covers, little miscellaneous things, and I've got my helper Rosie here who's going to be helping me paint all these, right? Yeah? You excited? Mm-hmm. You want to say hi?
Hi.
So we got one of the covers in here, just in some soapy water. Next up, let's tackle the triple clump. And then what we'll do is we'll cover this Honda tag with some tape so we don't paint over it. Alright, what do you want to start with first? The kickstand or the support bracket?
Kickstand.
Kickstand. I'll do this one while you're doing that one.
I said that's not a good thing.
It's not good that I keep saying the wrong thing? Well, you should see how many times I have to film you. Alright, so now we're going to take this off, the handlebar grip. And you always want to cut away from yourself, so if the knife slips, it doesn't cut you.
Boom.
Made a little boom, huh? There we go.
Ding.
Gross.
Nasty.
Alright, there's that. And here's this. I want you to rip off a little bit of that tape and cover this square right here. As much as you can.
Got it.
We're taping this off so that we don't spray it. But we want to spray all of this, right? So what we'll do is we'll take a knife and we'll score around that little square. And then can you pull this up? I got most of it. Sweet. See? So now we'll paint all of it except for that little square. Pretty cool, huh? And you can just tuck that tape in there. So you can get nice sharp edges. The forks are a little bit different. We don't want paint going anywhere on this. We don't want paint going in here. And we don't want paint going on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean these up real quick.
So on here?
Yep, we just want it on the part that's black right now, which used to be gold. But I painted these before.
Yeah, it looks really nice black. Gold won't really go with the pink.
Alright, we're going to hit these with some rust converter first because they've got some patches on them. And we bought this Rust-Oleum grip for Rosie. Just like clamps on here like so. And then I guess we want to get the direction right so you're not spraying something. Alright, so when you spray, you're going to pull this and you're going to go back and forth. Don't leave it too long on the part and stay about this far away. You want me to show you a little bit? Alright, so. Okay. Like that. Yep, keep moving back and forth. You can walk around too to get the other ones, like this one right here. You can get a little closer. Back and forth. Last one. Okay. Alright, looks good. The chickens run away.
Got something in the tiny whisker. I got this. Hi, Cookie. Hi, Cookie. This. Hi, Cookie. Cookie. Hi, Cookie.
We're hanging these up so they can dry.
Very good. This here, oh, my dad must have dropped a part. That's okay. I gave him the 2 stickers because I thought they looked cute on him. Right?
Right.
So here it is turning pink. Do you see it? Of course you do. That's good, right? These are turning very pink. How they were being black before.
You like the color?
Yes, because everyone knows my favorite color is pink. Now, so do you. That looks great. Chickens! Bark, 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 bark.
We got the side cover. They're kind of like that so you can see it. And then this is the rear brake. Alright, and then you go on just a couple steps back and I'll paint it.
Looking good.
We could probably smooth up some of this. I might actually sand this down and respray it. Go way over there. There you go. See all these little waves?
Mm-hmm.
I think we can sand that down. I should have just sanded it down before. I didn't really see them. It looks like somebody took a paintbrush and painted this. Alright, it's a new day. The rust converter is dry. I don't have my assistant today, so it's just going to be me again. We're going to go ahead and hit these parts with the black enamel. This is when I knew I was in trouble. The enamel wasn't sticking to the bars at all, and as soon as I hit the triple clamp, it wasn't sticking to that either. I took the bars to the drill press and tried to grind off whatever coating was on there so that I could test hitting it again with the enamel. The result was still pretty bad. It wasn't sticking to the bars. I didn't film this, but I actually hit it with some Plastidip to see if I could just get it to coat it. That didn't work either, so... Alright, I haven't been able to get anything to stick to the handlebars. I went and I got some paint remover. We're going to try and strip all this, and maybe I can get the coating off of it, and then hit it with some etching primer, and then paint it. So, let's try this. This paint remover was intense. As soon as I started spraying it, the fumes were pretty noxious. I had a respirator on, and I still kind of had to walk away from the backyard for a good 15 minutes while it worked. It was just, I didn't want to be anywhere near it. I put some gloves on and then worked it into any of the small corners. I hit it a few more times with the spray, and finally got everything off of the bars and the triple clamp. Alright, with the bars all cleaned up, I'm going to hit it with some self-etching primer, see if this will stick to this now that we've pretty much removed everything that's on there with this absolutely horrible paint epoxy remover. I was a little bummed to pull off the Honda badge because we spent so much time masking it off, but that's okay. We'll put it back on later. Once the primer had dried, it actually left a minor textured surface on the bars, and I kind of actually liked it, so I just left it, I didn't sand anything. And then I hit it with the enamel, which finally stuck, and we got back on track. With everything painted, it's time to start reassembling, and we're going to start with this little Honda logo. It's got some 3M double stick here, or two-sided. See if I can get this backing piece off. There we go. Perfect. Before we get the forks in there, I'm going to go ahead and put some grease in these bearings. I apologize for the noise in the background, gardeners. We got first little pack here. There's a washer, a little kind of like dust seal, and then the actual bearing itself. And then this goes right up in here. And we put the, oh, you can't see anything. We're going to pop the top bearing in and retain it with a nut. So I can put this heavy thing down. Just going to make sure this is snugged up a bit. It's pretty good. I can get our little triple clamp on. I was going really slow tightening down the hardware here because I've done this a million times where I've slipped the wrench and just gouged the triple clamp. And the last thing I wanted to do was take this off and repaint it, so I was being extra careful. I went to go throw the bars on, and one of the threads on this bar was just completely mangled, so I'm going to take a file to it and clean it up. That's much better. Now it'll thread on. I wanted to pull the frame and the front end out and take a look at it in the sunlight, so I threw it in the back of the truck, and I have to say I'm becoming more and more of a fan of this color scheme. I can't wait to see how it all ties together in the end. I'm super stoked about this front end. Like these black bars, like the pink, it's okay. Like this hardware is gonna need to get touched up, and I need to clean up the rubber around here. It got a little bit of pink on there. Otherwise, I think the color scheme is looking pretty cool. Get a little bit more pink in the back to even it out. But I don't know, tell me what you think down in the comments below. Next step is going to be the engine. Once we get the engine in, we'll have the foot pegs mounted up and we'll be able to put it on a stand, which will make working on it much easier. Then we can worry about wheels and body and all that junk, but engine next. Thanks for hanging out with me in the garage. I'll see you in the next one.